All right, welcome to this late afternoon slash soon to be early evening semifinal. This is Captain Bill's semifinal in Wilmington, North Carolina. And we are ready. Thanks for having me in your living room. I'm Jason DeBellis. And first serve's underway. That's Jeff Samuels on serve receive. I'll give you the particulars in a moment as Jeff goes line over. A little bit of a teardrop. Jeff's partner is the great Angel Dache. And on the other side of the net, we have Kevin Knight, well-known North Carolina player. I'd love to say upstart, and I know he's been at this for a while, but you know what? He's got a name this year. I'll give him that. This jump serve down the middle, left shoulder handled okay. Kevin, wow, wrist away, wrist away, wrist away, and now the score is one apiece. Kevin Knight's partner is Joshua Bigford. I'm going to tell you about this guy later. Did a little research, but it's crazy. If I actually turn back the clock, I actually seen all of these individuals play indoor or outdoor at some point. Jeff Samuels with the line over. Great elevation, and now the score is 2-1. Pretty good tournament. I really like the setup. I like the decor. I like the organization. I like the professionalism. And I think I speak for all the fans about to watch the semifinals. I really like the talent. I like the talent. Jeff serves Bigford. Bigford out of the middle. Patiently cross spotty. Score is now 2 up. Kevin Knight to serve. Kevin Knight of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Play with Brian Dirks in the AVP as well as David Arnold. But Myrtle Beach, Jerko, that's a replay. I don't think Jeff Samuels is that frozen by it. Don't get me wrong, it was a good serve, but there we go. And Jeff is on the deflate gate case. And on the next serve receive, you notice he takes a slide step to his left. One of the I don't know if it's a scouting report or anything, but it seems like a lot of people are trying to go to Jeff's left shoulder, and that's something I've mentioned previous tournaments. And Jeff, you're my boy. I swear to God, I'm not trying to sell you out. I'm just trying to call a match. Wow, this is a pretty good shot, and the question is, did the block touch it? And I guess the answer is no, judging by their body language. Yeah, Kevin Knight actually stirred the pot a little bit in Myrtle Beach, making the finals with Jerko. In a tournament that had Phil, had Nick, had Taylor. Actually, Taylor was playing with Nick Lucena. As that ball's out, it scores 4-2. Make it all the way to the finals is, I mean, trust me, with that kind of talent in that tournament, you've done something. Subsequently losing to Trevor Crabb and Adam Roberts. Adam Roberts spends a lot of time in Myrtle Beach, and that ball is off the block, out of bounds, and there's your switch. No doubt on the touch about that. That's common physics, people. Ball doesn't go sideways by itself. That's a touch. Yep. Jeff at the net blocking. A lot of the tournament they've been split blocking. I think it's about energy efficiency, but when it comes to the semis and finals, expect Jeff to be the full-time blocker and Angel Dache, who's jump serving, to be the full-time defender, back row defender. Oh, Jeff tried to go over on one, and Bigford wasn't fooled. Good first step. Joshua Bigford out of Cicero, New York. Left shoulder serve. A little bit of a inside bump set, but Jeff is really good with the over the top on the line on the inside set, and disguises it really well too, because you really have to stay with his drop shoulder cross court. You know, it's something you have to respect, but Just the same, there it is. Scores 4-5. Samuel's jump floater, they go to Bigford. Pretty easy pass. Joshua cut. Wow, nice one move by Jeff. Can he convert? Got it! The amount of patience on that one move and not like feel like you have to rush. And the discipline is pretty cool. Pretty cool to watch. Pretty cool to watch, people. Jeff Samuels with the serve. Kevin Knight with the up and down set. Bigford cross court. I think we have a free ball situation on the attack. Looking for 6. Knight. Got it. Wow, talk about patience. Reading the court. He read the court from cut. By my estimation, he read the court by cut to cross court to seam to straight up line. He read from left to right instead of right to left on that. Scores 6-5, Kevin Knight. Play for Missouri Baptist. Wow. What a great serve. Missouri Baptist, a very, very, very good NAIA team that scores 7-5. That was an indoor worthy jump serve. That was an Angel Dache worthy jump serve. We serve out of the middle again. This time Jeff has it. Up and down set, Jeff. Wow, big return to sender on that one by Jeff Samuels. And Kevin Knight's twitch reaction was a little late. You want to see Kevin, with Kevin, you want to see him twitch before the swing. That allows him to make that one move and have that first step for the roll, for the cut, and for the hard driven. Instead, if you notice, he twitched after. And on a hard driven, if you twitch after, it's so weird. It almost looks like both feet are still in the air. Like if you do a still shot, it looks like both feet are in the air and you're digging at the same time. Set out of the middle. Bigford. Nice drop, but an even better dig. Jeff tried to go on 2. Not yet. Up and down. Angel. Whoa, there's a dig. What do you know about those man boobs? Another dig. Looking for transition. No, not able to be handled by Bigford. And I believe there's your switch. 7-7. That's so weird. It looked like something popped up on my phone. That's ridiculous. So disrespectful. Angel with the serve, out of the middle. Handled very nicely by Kevin Knight. Knight, cut, Doug. Transition, looking for 8. Dache, Doug. Who's going to get to 8 first? Wow, got what he wanted out of that. Kevin. Kevin's so much improved on allowing the game to come to him instead of kind of second-guessing his ability as a defender. Sometimes you just play the right spot and you're making one move to the ball instead of 2 or 3 moves. At some point, it feels like the game's coming to you instead of you having to pursue and go to it. So, high compliment to the great Kevin Knight. Serve to Jeff Samuels. Expect him to get pretty much all of the serves. Wow. And expect to see a lot of that as well. Jeff Samuels out of Flint, Michigan. Actually played lacrosse at Michigan State University. Did a couple of fashion shows as well. He's also the spokesperson for a lot of promotional commercials and stuff for Hyundai. That ball just wide. 9-8. Hotly contested, competitive first set by both semifinal competitors. Kevin Knight, great right-hander's cut on that. The butt, you serve Angel. Sometimes those things happen, and Angel did a this time stay down thing, and now the score is 9-9. Angel Dache out of Havana, Cuba. Actually played for Mount Olive, outside hitter. Extraordinary player. He was all-tournament team in 2013 as far as the Carolina Conference is concerned. So playing indoor volleyball, and there's line by Bigford. He was also all-decade team for the Carolinas Conference, which, I mean, honestly, in the beginning, when I saw the Carolinas Conference, like being the best player there was like being the smartest guy in special ed, but they have grown and they are competitive and they are here to expand Division I and of course expand and extend the legitimacy of Division I NCAA beach indoor men's volleyball. Maybe someday the NCAA will get around to giving more than 4.5 scholarships per team. Wow. Great shot by Joshua Bigford. Technical timeout. Bigford and Knight lead 11-10. Yeah, I'll say that again for everybody listening. Division I men's indoor volleyball only offers 4.5 scholarships. UCLA has 22 people. How do you even think they're dividing that pie? And it's also a reason why there's not this significant gap between Division I men's volleyball and Division II and III. I mean, if you want an example, look no further than Joshua Bigford at the net blocking. That ball never makes it over the net. Now the lead is extended to 2. Joshua Bigford played for, I believe still playing for St. John Fisher College. Yeah, he is. This year they were 15-4 before coronavirus shut down their season, and last year they were 21-13. 6'4" outside hitter. There's the up and down. They go to Angel. Wow. Man, you're going to need 2 blockers for that. Yeah, Josh Bigford, an absolute stud. Division III player. You don't know that. I mean, guy's in the semifinals, and he's out here and he's competing all the time. And the reason why is because if there's only 4.5 scholarships, you have to divide this. The student comes before student athlete. Wow, there's the wrist away, and that ball's out of bounds, and now we have a tie game. One side out, one serve. Josh Bigford, again, out of St. John Fisher College. The coach is Coach England. Spent a lot of time at Elmira. Elmira's always been top 15 for Division III pretty much the last decade, so there's a head coach that is to be respected. Wow. There's a ball that's like over the top and in, and what are you going to do about that one? Jump in the air and angle your platform. Angel is a very, very streaky jump server, and sometimes he'll miss a bunch, but he's smart enough and mature enough to take something off of it. But when he's on, like when he's got that zip, honestly, sometimes I don't even think he cares when I don't even think he was aiming for position 1. I just think he got a good toss, a good spin, and just hit the crap out of that one. Wow, there's a good cover. Talk about Twitch reaction. Talk about conversion. Kevin Knight got it. Man, what a fun match to watch.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there yapping away at this, but I guess that's what I do, so. Wow, there's the patience, and there's the elevator up by Kevin Knight. Split block on that one. Very, very nice patience. And that is the way to compete against Jeff. You do have to jump late. If you jump, I mean, the man's hang time is ridiculous. Jumping early, as a general rule, is not a good idea. There's a switch, 14 up. Jeff self-corrects. Yeah, so if you're going to work Jeff, and it seems like this entire tournament Jeff's been getting all the serves. You got to work his left shoulder, and if he steps in and mid-lines it, or if he angles his platform, you do it again. It's because serving his left shoulder is not about quick results. It's about death of 1,000 cuts. It's a grind. It's about getting him to, sorry, as we get a dig here, transition, teardrop up and down.
Great set.
Now the lead is won by the heavy favorites. Yeah, so sometimes it's not about quick results. It's about getting someone out of system more often than not, and the result, sometimes you get an ace or two, and that's fine too. I mean, nothing wrong with fast points. Two fastest ways to score a point is an ace on the block. Samuel's jump floater. Expect him to go to, yep, expect him to go to knight. Here's the back set, knight. Man, that's, I gotta tell you, this guy, his contact, what we call the sweet spot, hitting the sweet spot, is so good. He doesn't have to necessarily swing fast. He can slow down his swing, and it still has a lot of movement on it. Pretty good pass by Jeff. That ball, wow, looked like it was going out. Didn't it look like Kevin took a step and then stopped? 16-15. Angel Dache to serve. I think he probably got the best two servers in the tournament right here, meeting in the semifinals. There's the up and down, and that ball luff balloons out of bounds, and we have a situation. 16 up, first set. There's the back set transition, not yet. Angel set out of the middle. He's very good at hitting out of system hits, and there's the prime example as their lead is now back up to 1. Oh yeah, another thing about Joshua Bigford, before, in this Corona season, before it got cut off, he was awarded Regional Player of the Year, and that is a very, very high honor considering the region they're in and considering the conference they're in. They're in the UVC conference. And anytime you have to play Vassar twice a year, anytime you have to play New Paltz twice a year, that's doing something. NYU was the #1 seed when they beat them. Then they eventually played Springfield and lost to Springfield, but their strength of schedule and him getting that award is well deserved. That ball hit on 2, the option, if you will. Ties the score. Looking for one for the switch. Nice midline by Jeff. Up and down set, and Jeff, wow. Sees a ton of real estate and hits it in. The outside part of the line under the rules of volleyball is in. Yeah, I mean, well, talking about Vassar College before, who's Vassar? Vassar's the only Division III team to make the EIVA finals. That was a long time ago, but their winning tradition before and after Coach Jonathan Penn is well documented. Set out of the middle, Bigford, blocked. Wow. Very, very important play in this game that the lead changes were only 1. Pretty much after 15-13, no, it's 14 up. It was pretty much 11-10, and then it was 12-10, and that was the only time there was a 2-point lead. Taking something off of it. Very smart serve. Wow, Bigford, good rest. And now they find themselves trailing by 1. Very smart serve when you have a blocker like Jeff that has good rhythm. You want to see if Kevin sets him a little tighter, and sometimes if you serve too competitively, he'll score off a busted play than an in system. There's a drifter by Jeff, and There's a 4-block switch that Jeff saw. Reversed field and set point opportunity number 1 coming up. Yeah, I mentioned Vassar, but New Paltz. I got one name for you, Bonilla. That's it. It's the only thing you need to know about New Paltz State University. Wow, a little bit of a forearm pass. A similar dig, free ball opportunity. Looking for 19. Doug for the set. Angel. Not yet. Bigford on the outside. The oppo. Got the use. Ooh, might have been a micro open hand, but I think there's enough simultaneous contact to make people say nothing to see here. It's now 19-20. Does he go for it, or does he take something off and keep it in play? They already established that they're gonna serve Jeff. So do you go competitive short? Do you go competitive left shoulder? A lot of times Jeff steps in, protects that left. He's probably getting tired of me saying his left shoulder. And sorry about that, Jeff. And there's a timeout. Jeff Samuels, most improved player of the year and newcomer of the year when he played at the NVL. NVL, pretty big standout. NVL is pretty much was a kind of like, not just a volleyball tour, but they were kind of a family. The same thing, it seems like, what's happening right now in North Carolina and in that region. It seems like they're forming not just a bunch of savage competitors, but I sense there's a little family element there. You get paid to win tournaments, but you don't get paid to care. Samuels back on the court. Just spent a few years here in Hermosa Beach. Coached with me at a group called Endless Summer Beach Volleyball Club, which at the time led the nation in recruitments per capita, or commitments per capita. A little bit of a J-hook on the pass. Jeff, whoa, we got ourselves a situation as that ball rides the top of the tape just long enough to go wide. And that was his call. He took something off. Quasi-competitive. We're not talking type 1 and type 2 serves here. We're talking still competitive. After all, it's not diabetes, it's volleyball. And there's the touch he got that he was looking for. Game of inches. Set point opportunity number 3 for Angel and Jeff. And as far as going for it and taking something off of it, my guess is Angel's going for it. I think he's going to come right into our living room. Wow. Nice recovery, and here's a down ball opportunity. Looking to tie the game for the switch. Bigford got it! 21 up. High drama on center court. Boy, this is fun. Pretty good pass. Drifter. Line over. Got it. Games like this, when people start reading each other, your location and your margin for error becomes smaller, and your shot group, if you will, becomes tighter. And Jeff lined over just past the outstretched hand of the blocker, turning around and just past the pursuit of the defender who's pursuing line over. And there you have it. Set point opportunity number 4. And there's an ace! Wow, that's the way to end! Ace serve! Wow, just like that. This elongated first set in the blink of an eye. Once again, ended on one of the 2 fastest ways to score a point. There's an ace, and that's the end of the first set. And stay with us. We got another one coming. Truffle butter playing in the background as we begin this second set. Are you here right now? We should all disappear right now. As we begin the second set, let's take a look at what Kevin Knight and Bigford should do to win this second set. I believe they need to continue to serve aggressively out of position 4 and serve aggressively out of the middle of the court. I'd like to see them work more of Angel's left shoulder, and if Jeff comes in and takes that, that's fine too. Wow, there's another ace. Same way Jeff ended it, it's the same way Angel's starting it. Yeah, I'd like to see them serve, work that balance out of the middle of the court, Angel's left shoulder and Jeff's left shoulder, and occasionally, you know, try to hit Angel between the eyes. Well, not between the eyes, I'm sorry, on a short position 1. His serve receive is very Lucena-like. Wow, beautiful swing. Yeah, as you see him go back to serve receive, you're going to see where Angel stands. Angel plays very, very deep. Huh, but not this time. Okay, fine. Make me feel like an idiot. There's a serve out of the middle I was talking about, and I think that's going to have a lot of production. And I think that's going to give you the opportunities. And that's actually one of the opportunities I was talking about. And whatever, Kevin didn't get that one, but anytime you can put that team under constant duress where they're making moves like that, I think it's a opportunity to win. It's pretty much what they were doing the entire first set. I mean, that was a very competitive first set. I'm not, it's not like they sucked or anything. Yep. Bigford the serve. Nice pass by Jeff. That's a Jeff Samuels set. Patiently lined over and an even more patient dig, and Angel making a second and third move to get that dig. Going to the outside. Kevin got it. So by that rationale, what does Jeff and Angel need to do to win? I think Jeff needs to wait a little bit longer on his block, like he did that last play. I mean, Kevin did get a touch, but it's the kind of touch that Jeff likes, because Jeff does touch those up, and a lot of the times he's in the air for the roll shot, and I think that's an ace. I like the aggressive serve, as there's the switch. 3-4, pretty identical to the first set. Again, they're doing all the right things. It's a highly competitive set, and when you play against Jeff and Angel, and they really don't make a lot of mistakes. I haven't seen very many of them. And you're evenly matched with a team. It's going to be decided by 2. I wouldn't be surprised if this one's decided by 2 as well. So that ball served out of bounds, and the lead is 2. Yeah, might come to the end again. Might come to 19 up when, when the situation's tight, tensions are high, and butt cheeks get tight. What are you going to do about it? You're going to get a shot off the tape for an ace. Score's now 6-3. Right now, the lead's 3. Expect Jeff to, when he gets the side out, to slow down the pace of the game. And whoa, there's another ace. That dude is on fire. And I'm doubling down on what I said before in regards to this tournament. As far as the tournament's best 2 servers are meeting in this hotly contested semifinals. Will they go left shoulder again? No. That's when you want to get cute. Now, not blessed by an injury, you're cursed by one. Angel Dache goes line over. Sometimes you don't want to do that. Sometimes you want to let the other team make the adjustment and fix what's broken instead of second guessing it. Or maybe he just missed the serve. Maybe it hit the left side of his hand or something. But the net result's the same. They served Angel and they got the side out, and for now Jeff and Angel stop the bleeding. There's a back set. Doug, transition. Good night. Now the lead is closed within 4. Angel Dache. First time I saw Angel play beach, actually, it was with Brett Grenier. It was in New York, the AVP qualifier. They came in as the seed 5 for the quali. Whoa! It's a pretty good dig. Bigford, cut, Doug. Another opportunity, looking for 8. Got it! 8-5, 1 for the switch. I know what Bigford's thinking. Bigford's thinking 9-5 would be a hell of a better switch than 8-6. Wow. Nice adjustment by Jeff. Nobody up. Ball's Doug. Looking for 9. Does he get it? Whoa! My goodness. Good night. Here's a switch. 6-8. Great job on that right hand on that press. Great line block. I saw the left hand turned in so he doesn't get used. That right hand presses. And that's as much as you can ask for someone who's commit blocking line on that one. 6-8 the switch. Very, very slow, methodical side switch. Both participants chose to go outside of the court, knowing that it takes a little longer. And there's a left shoulder serve that I'd like to see them work more in Angel. But there's a dig. Angel, the transition king, brings his team back within 1. Yeah, so first time I met Angel, he was actually doing full-time blocking, and I think Renier was playing full-time defense, and not the easiest first round in the world. I mean, they played Mike Salick and Greg Hunter, local New York talent. Mike Salick spent a lot of times playing indoor overseas out of Southampton, LIU. And that game finished set 3, 16-14, with Salick and Hunter winning, and then winning the second round, and then subsequently losing to Paula Reza and Alejandro Parra in the last round to get into the draw. Wow, gorgeous. But Angel, pretty much an all-purpose player, quite the hybrid. He can block and he can play defense, but I would suggest that the higher the level, the more you really want to see his strengths play to the needs of his teams, and that's back row defender. Or just defender. Digger defender. Wow, there's a great 4-block switch. And Angel is just teeing off. Man, that elbow back, elbow forward is, again, it's indoor worthy. The score is 9-8. Four unanswered points for Team Samuels and Dache. Yes. Jeff cleans up. Man. Once again, putting that serve to use. It's not just the one of the two fastest ways to score, but I mean on a higher level, it really divides, I guess, regional open players from people who are trying to take that next level of open. With open professional being the highest level, there's still levels to that. So, in my heart of hearts, that ball hits the tape, tries to bring it back, free ball opportunity. This should be an easy 11, and even easier as that ball drifts out of bounds. And this is where the youth and the maturity takes place. They should call a timeout, and they really should have called it at 9-8. And here we are, six unanswered points later. Left shoulder, just out of bounds. But the damage is done. The team that found themselves down by 3 are now up by 2 on a 6-1 run before the technical timeout, or should I say just a switch. I don't think they're doing a tech timeout. That ball served into the tape, and that's what you call a volleyball no-no. When you give up 6 points, that next serve has to go in. And I know you want to compete, but and that's what I, as a coach, always say. You know what I call it when I want you to not miss the serve and still compete? It's called pressure. Jeff Samuel showed significant improvement from the neck up. A physical specimen a couple of years ago up to this point has found high IQ points between them in the muscles between his ears, and I was just talking about dictating the pace of the game and slowing it down to something lethargically slow. He understands that. He understands the mood of the game now, and he understands momentum, and it is everything in the world as far as him trying to take the next level for open, if you will. I nicknamed him Jeff Hybrid Samuels because he's also a very good back row defender as well. I had the pleasure of working with him and David Palm at Huntington Beach earlier last year. Talk about a fun team to coach, huh? Wow. There's a side out. And they trail within 2. Or they move within 2. In these late games and in these semifinals, Easy points are not, I guess, par for the course, easy to come by. It's going to be a grind from here on out. I mean, if they've gotten any breaks, they've definitely gotten some serves that hit the top of the tape that could go another way, that actually rolled over, that gave them the lead. And wow, he's got to go down the middle, transition point, just what you need. I really don't believe in luck, but I do believe in breaks. To me, luck is the residue of design, right? If the ball hits the tape and goes over, he still has to serve the ball. So I mean, in his defense, I'm not calling him lucky. I'm just saying that the ball can go another way. And that ball just goes out of bounds. And to me, when you get momentum like that, you have to, again, apply pressure on yourself and find the way to make competitive serves go in. Doesn't even have to be your best serve, just has to be competitive. It's a pretty good toss, and that ball goes into the net, and they're catching it back.
12-13, game 2.
They trail within 1. And as far as momentum shifts, they're really catching a break from Angel missing an untimely serve and getting these transition digs. Wow, that's what you want. But Angel's gonna bring it back. Top of the tape. Great job staying. There's the line. Up and down set, looking for the tie. Kevin! Knights one! Line over. Once again, scanning the court left to right. Who's my replay guy?
Come on, dude.
Very good toss, and that one, Luff balloons out of bounds, and sometimes that's what happens when you stop your swing. I mean, if Kevin wants to take something off of his serve, I would like him for, you can do that by slowing down your swing, but at the same time following through. And with the ball, that new AVP ball, it's pretty drop friendly, so that's something he's gonna have to, as he continues to compete serve, he's gonna learn. Wow. Once again, outside hand turned in. Left hand presses. And you have yourself a block. And now they find themselves trailing by 2 again. Jeff Samuels, this time they go to Bigford, and there's an ace! Ace serve! Jeff Samuels. Timeout is called. Okay, I'm like, please don't tell me I missed a switch. It's a good timeout. It's a good timeout. And now I'm thinking about earlier in the game when I thought they should have called a timeout. And this is a good thing because now they still had it in their back pocket to call now. But in my defense, what I was thinking about more was that I was under the impression that there was a technical timeout, and then I guess in this tournament they're deciding to exercise not using that. I feel like at a lot of the international games, usually when someone gets 3 points in a row, it's like an automatic timeout. Wonder if like the international players have like the coach in the stands kind of like wiping their eyebrow with their pinky as a code or something like that. So yeah, because international ball coaches are not allowed in the box. They're actually allowed, they're only in they're allowed in the stands, but they're not allowed to coach during the game. In the AVP, they are allowed to coach. Now, I believe that as of last year, they're allowed to coach during the switch-offs, and they're allowed to coach in the timeout. And they're allowed in the box. We're back from our timeout. Jump floater down the middle probably. Yep. Wow. Not a very disciplined first step on that serve receive, and the same result happened. An ace on the block. Quick points. And now Jeff has sped up the pace of the game. Gets the ball back immediately. It's going to go right back to him and go short again. And that's another ace. My goodness, talk about momentum shift and talk about in the blink of an eye. It was 13 up, and once again, 5 unanswered points by the team that gets points in bunches, Samuels and Dache. I bet you Jeff's going to go short again. Yep, and goes short again, and this time steps in, fixes it. Very good cross-court shot, and hopefully not too little too late for Team Knight and Bigford. It's really fun watching this kid play. This is the first time I've had an opportunity to watch him play. Young player, I believe he's starting his junior year next year at St. John Fisher College, which a university I never heard of. But at the same time, they're competing, and they're beating really, really good teams. Score is now 19-14. I mean, anytime you could beat NYU. I mean, Jose Pena is the head coach there, longtime head coach. I've known it since 1994. And even when they have bad years, they're never that bad. As assistant coach, Carl Franz. Spent a lot of time at College of Mount St. Vincent, then Rutgers and NYU for 2 stints. Angel Dache. Serve out of the middle. Kevin knows it. Well scouted out. Kevin. Wow. There's a luft balloon that gives Samuels and Dache match point opportunity number 1. So we're going to see a switch, or we're going to see the match. Wow. As the night lights come on, you see that beautiful red sky in the background and other courts. There's, man, no place in the world you'd want to be, I guess. That ball goes into the net, and they survive. Match point for 1 more play as the switch happens. It's a drifter, Jeff Samuels, low pass. There's a rescue by Angel, free down ball opportunity. Looking to get to 16. Cut. Beautiful read. Beat the I formation. Everybody going one direction, including the block and the dig. A little bit of a shoot on that pass, and Jeff tries to go line over, ball dug. Looking for 17, Kevin. Wow, just past the outstretched right hand of Jeff Samuels, and 3 unanswered points for the upstarts. They go to Jeff again. Position 4, up and down set. This should end it. Wow, Jeff with the up and down teardrop trickles cross court, and so go the hopes of Knight and Bigford as Samuels and Dache win 2-0 in a highly competitive, hotly contested first set that changed to this uneventful second set. The story of the second set, points in droves by Samuels and Dache. And I love you guys. For all of you at home, for all of you watching this, I'm Jason DeBeas. Thank you for having me in your life. So long.